What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today, we got good news. We have got very good news, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the news we've actually got is good. But the news that will almost certainly, though not guaranteed, follow along from that is really, really, really good. You should be happy, ladies and gentlemen. You should be happy because, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we've got that Premium Card Collection 25th Anniversary Edition. And basically, that was available to buy over at Meet the One Piece events over in Japan. And it was awesome. It's basically a bunch of alternate art promos. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But essentially, it's phenomenal and brilliant and awesome and crazy expensive. Yeah, you see, that's the problem with it, is that it ended up being crazy expensive. So if we have a look at some sold listings, for instance, we can see that it has been selling for around about 100,000 yen. Now, okay, fine. Not all of them have been selling for this. I understand. But some of them have been selling. Here's one that's sold for 105,000 yen. Now, some of them have been put on as multiple pieces. So you're buying 2 or 3 at a time. But this is just one. One set of 10 cards that about a month ago sold on Mercari, which is what you generally use in Japan other than eBay, sold on Mercari for 105,000 yen. This is just one example. They've generally been selling for around about 100,000 yen, which incidentally, right, is a ridiculous amount of money for a set of promo cards. I mean, if we go and put that into currencies we tend to use more often, 100,000 yen is pretty much bang on $700. If you want to be a pedant, it's actually $700.77. But then in terms of pounds, it's just a shade over £600. Point is, this has been like a $700 set. It has been ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying they've only sold for that much, and there's been plenty that have sold for less, but generally speaking, that is like the high end of what people have been paying. It's been getting a little bit ridiculous. So what's gone and happened today which has got things very, very interesting? We'll Meet the One Piece, which is basically the Twitter handle of the event, have gone and tweeted out this. The Premium Card Collection 25th Anniversary Edition is currently being prepared for made-to-order production at Premium Bandai. This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing. Because this is going to be selling for like 2,200 yen. Like, that's generally the RRP of it, alright? And the great thing about Premium Bandai is it's generally made to order. And this is phenomenal. Now, as the news stands at the moment, what we know is that it is being sold on Premium Bandai in Japan. That is all we know. So everything else after this is it's a guess, but it's not really a guess. It's me kind of figuring out from things we've seen before. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, this stuff happens. This stuff happens all the time over in Digimon. Because you see, over in Digimon, they use Premium Bandai quite a bit over in Japan. And I've told you many, many times that the One Piece crew over at Bandai are following their own model that they laid down with a Digimon TCG for One Piece. They're doing everything basically exactly the same. I've given you a billion examples over the videos I've done for One Piece. They're following this model very closely. And one thing we've noticed for Digimon is that when something goes up on Premium Bandai over in Japan, at some point in the not too distant future, it will end up going up on Premium Bandai over in the US. So the conclusion is this, and we've got to be very, very careful. It is very likely at this stage that this product will end up on Premium Bandai over in the US. It is not, and I cannot stress this enough, it is not guaranteed at all. All right? It is not guaranteed. There is every possibility that this actually doesn't end up on Premium Bandai in the US. There are reasons why they might not want to do it. They might see it as a particularly Japanese product, etc., etc. But the fact of the matter is, if we look at Digimon, Bandai have gone, hey, it's going up for Premium Bandai in Japan. And then it's ended up there for US and everyone else as well. Really just the US. So if we take the Tamer's Evolution box as an example, that did go up on Premium Bandai over in Japan. And then it ended up as a product over Premium Bandai in the US. That's just the way it goes. So it is very, very likely, though once again, I cannot stress this enough, not guaranteed that this will be the case for this product as well. And that is awesome, because basically what that means is the days of spending 100,000 yen on this, the days of spending $700, it's not necessarily over per se, but they are limited. And then they'll probably come back. These are very cool promos. At some point they might come back, but now we're talking years down the line. We're basically taking a product and gone, hey, this was only available at an event in Japan. You had to physically go in person, and oh yeah, it sold out like instantly, well, within a couple of days at least. And now we've changed it to, oh yeah, no, you can just order it on Premium Bandai, and they're printing a whole bunch of them and like anyone can get them. That's a big difference, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very big difference. And actually, there is an example. I've just been double checking around to make sure I'm finding it right. There is an example of this happening already. Remember those One Piece binders I showed you? There's the 3 different kinds. They did go up on Premium Bandai over in Japan. And they also went up on Premium Bandai over in the US. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm just trying to find, they definitely went up Premium Bandai in the US. I'm pretty sure they did over in Japan as well. Yes, I have actually found an image that shows that very clearly. So yeah, it is happening, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know, just like with Digimon, Premium Bandai stuff in Japan ends up being Premium Bandai stuff in the US. That is happening over here as well. And it's happened for One Piece with the binders. I assume it will happen here as well. I cannot guarantee, but I think it's fairly likely. One thing I do need to mention, however, there was also a playmat. I wouldn't expect to see the playmat, if I'm honest with you, because the playmat is very much an event playmat for Meet the One Piece. So I could be wrong. I don't believe we're actually going to see that playmat. At this stage, I would be surprised, to be honest with you. I would actually be pretty surprised if that playmat made its way over here, because honestly, that was an event playmat, and the art of the playmat is the key art from Meet the One Piece, and it's clearly made for the Meet the One Piece event. So this is the kind of thing I'm saying, whereby not all the products will make it over. Things that are clearly designed to be commemorating a particular event, etc., will probably end up never coming over here. But the thing is, everything else, you know, these are just alternate art promos. They're going to come over here at some point. Now, I did tell you the price of this is going to be affected. It already is being affected because, you know, one that sold about 20 minutes before I started, well, actually about 10 minutes before I started recording this video, sold for 30,000 yen. That is a third, just a bit less actually, than a third of what the other one sold for I showed you a month ago. So it's kind of already happening, and it's probably going to keep happening. Bearing in mind, if these are 2,200 yen, then that's still, you know, 30,000 yen is still a ridiculous price, because anyone, you know, these Makari items are only shipping within Japan, so it seems kind of silly that they would be, you know, what? Who's paying 30,000 yen now when they're going to be going up on Premium Bandai in a few weeks? And we've already been told they're going to. So yeah, This is good news, ladies and gentlemen. This is very good news. And actually, I'm seeing a whole bunch of sales here. I'm seeing there's quite a lot. In fact, here's a big group where they all sold for around about 15,000 to 18,000 yen. So this is wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely wonderful. The cards it contains are on the screen. It's generally Tony Chopper and Rorona Zoro that are the most sought after of them. They tend to be the ones people want the most, probably because they're the most playable. But oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is wonderful, wonderful news. So to recap, it has been officially announced in Japan that they are going to be printing this to sell on Premium Bandai. That has been officially revealed, and it was actually retweeted by the official Bandai One Piece TCG Twitter account. This is actually official. It has not been confirmed for anywhere else. However, come on. They've been doing it for Digimon since the beginning. They've already done it for One Piece. I would be, and again, I cannot guarantee, I cannot stress this enough, I cannot guarantee it might not happen, but as it stands at the moment, I would think it very likely that this happens. Don't listen to anyone at the moment who tells you this is going to be put on Premium Bandai in the US. Not unless there's a second announcement that happens in the meantime. But, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like the kind of thing that's going to happen, right? And I am absolutely delighted. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me how excited and how pumped you are in the comment section. Get us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching What He Plays.